Balls! Really big balls, made of steel. Hey, 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 and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, that is what's required to drive one of these 60s F1 cars. No traction control, no ABS, just balls of steel and your skills and wit to survive. Here we are back with R-Factor 1, or just R-Factor as it really should be called. A little bit tweaked with a few graphics tweaks. I'll go into that later. And we are looking today at the F1 Classic mod for R-Factor. Now, overall, guys, I already have done a pretty comprehensive video on R-Factor, on how to get the light version, how to tweak it into a full version, how to install mods, how to set up folders, etc. I'll include links in the description for all of that business, along with the links for the F1 Classic cars and the F1 Classic track pack that goes with these cars, so then you can set yourself up a championship. That is one of the great things about R-Factor. You can set yourself up championships and you can race through a championship track by track, as they did at the time with the car that you love to drive. And I would recommend trying all of them. They are just an awesome amount of fun. Just keep in mind, guys, that to really immerse yourself in this game, you will need a H-pattern shifter, and you're going to have to teach yourself how to heel and toe to drive these cars correctly. But hey, it's a whole new skill set that you're going to learn. It's very rewarding. Once you learn how to do that, you'll really become more immersed and you'll get an understanding of the skills that these drivers needed to have to be able to actually drive these cars at this period. And the good news is that there are plenty of YouTubes out there that I've found that will teach you how to heel and toe. I haven't done one myself personally, but they are out there, so you can learn how to do that. So all you'll need to do is just grab yourself a cup, throw some concrete in it, mix a little bit of water in, drink it and harden up. Now, R-Factor Realism, multiply this by about 100 when you build yourself your own motion simulator platform like you see me racing in at the moment. That is what my channel is all about, guys. It's about encouraging people, teaching people how to build their own motion sim, so then they can go to that next level of immersion in their racing sims, their flight sims, their truck sims, whatever sim it may be that takes your fancy. Now, R-Factor is quite an old title, guys. We're talking circa 2005, 2007, something like that. But as you can see, you can get it graphically looking pretty good for an old title, and it's well worth a few simple tweaks in the R-Factor config file and the PLR player file, making some adjustments there now, because most people that are going to be looking at this now are going to have quite a lot newer hardware than what was available at the time, both in computer processing and also in your graphics cards. We'll go through that in another video. The adjustments made there to tweak the graphics and make R-Factor look a lot better. It's never going to be an Assetto Corsa or the newer R-Factor 2 or any of the automobile listers or any of that sort of stuff, simply because it doesn't have the same sort of engine that can take advantage of what the newer sim titles can take advantage of with newer computers, etc. But as you can see, it can look pretty good, and this is actually without any shaders applied either. You can indeed also use some shaders in R-Factor to make it look even better, and I haven't done any of that. I've just tweaked my NVIDIA card in the NVIDIA panel, and I've made these adjustments to config files and player PLR files. Like I say, I'll do a separate video on that for anyone that's interested in wanting to make this look a little bit sharper, a little bit prettier. But putting that aside, you play R-Factor for the sheer joy of what you get in force feedback and with the physics of R-Factor. They are second to none. This really comes through fantastically with the motion sim, and this would be probably the best force feedback I've ever experienced, hands down, of any sim title I've played. Force feedback in this particular game for the Classics F1 and for the Classics F1 track pack is amazing. It is just amazing. So in the F1 Classic mod, guys, you're going to get to drive the Brabhams, the BRMs, the Honda, the Cooper, the Ferrari, the Lotus, the McLaren, all of the F1 that started it all for F1 racing, guys, are in this pack. with all of the drivers that were driving in that period. Some of those drivers died in these cars, guys racing these cars in the period. That's how dangerous and how full on it was driving these cars on the tracks they drove them on. You know, the tracks were insane. We're on a 1967 version of the North Loop of Nordschleife in this particular demo. This is a 67 version. They've done a great job with recreating the signage and just how this track was back in the 60s. They handle very well in this particular mod. They're not too slippy, but they're not too grippy. I reckon they've got a really good balance with physics in these cars, which makes them a lot of fun to drive. They're not so frustrating that you just want to give up trying to drive them. And this is with all assists turned off, okay guys? No assists are turned on here, everything's off. And they don't slip and slide around too much. I mean, they will if you don't drive them properly. That's to be expected. But, you know, after some practice, just learning to tweak the AI skill set and their aggression properly. So you're not going to start racing your AI in these cars with them at 100%, guys. You're going to need to start with them at something realistic and their aggression at something realistic until you master driving these cars and handling these cars, and you'll slowly get better and you'll slowly be able to increase your AI, how fast they drive. It's not really about that anyway. It's about getting it tweaked so then you can race with them, so then they're pushing you, but so then you're also having the fun of close encounters with the AI. That's what it's all about. Let's have a look at the Track Pack Classics, year 67. So you've got Kailemi in South Africa. We've got Monaco. We've got Zandvoort. Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. Rouen-Les Essarts in France. Silverstone in the UK. Nordschleife, that's what we're on at the moment. Mosport in Canada. Monza in Italy. Watkins Glen in the US, and Gran Primo in Mexico. So all the tracks they raced in this championship with these cars, they are downloadable to accompany this particular car pack. And as I say, guys, I will include links for the cars and the tracks in the description, along with the R-Factor tutorial I did some time ago about getting R-Factor, getting the light version, turning it into the full version, setting up folders and getting your mods and everything installed. I'll include those in the description, the links. So I'm going to stop dribbling now and let you guys enjoy another lap. I nearly didn't make the other lap. You saw that one. The AI are pretty good, really, but they do slow down sometimes in the most bizarre locations, but that's AI. It's to be expected. I survived, and that was the main thing. So I'm going to let you watch the last lap without me crapping on. Until I see you guys again, you stay safe, stay healthy, and take it easy out there.